Hello there, everyone. Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well. And today back once again with some more Tekken 8 rank matches as I try to climb up the red ranks here with Asuka and get back into to purple. Last video I completely lost my Mighty Ruler rank, so let's see if we can try to get that back. But it looks like my first opponent is going to be a Clive player, so this might be a little bit tough because Clive gives me a hell of a lot of trouble. But let's see if we can play halfway decently and not be stupid as I get hit by that. Alright, I don't fully understand half the shit that Clive does, for being completely honest. I've been trying to learn, but I still don't understand it. Alright, we're just gonna heat up here. They did not at all respect what I did there. I'm dead. Alright, I should have saw that coming. I got a little bit too passive there. Honestly, I let them kind of get away with their shit and kind of just chip me down and down and down and down. Kind of threw that away. I was kind of more doing that rage art there, or not rage art, but what's going on here, bud? I was confused by him just standing still. All right, let's try to not be stupid here. All right, let's hit him there. Go for the low. All right, so that little flame kick is a low, looks like. All right, they tried to step it, but they do take the grab. I try to catch him. God, Clive is just fucking me up. All right. I thought I'd be able to catch him there on that whiff, but I did not. Okay. I'm not exactly sure why I got hit there. I thought I was just kind of standing there blocking, but unfortunately I got caught, so maybe I accidentally backstepped or something. We'll go for the grab. I don't know what this dude is doing. Round starts. I did the wrong thing. I meant to do forward 3. Oh, well, they're not blocking that. Alright, they do crouch that. Good on them. Alright, not a good time to respond with heat. Alright, there's another hit to that string. And just wall splats. Alright, that time they did block it. I was trying to see if they would catch on or not. I tried to catch him with a whip. Well, that's active for way longer than I thought it would be. Holy hell. Okay, well, I just walked right into that. Well done, Total. All right, not a good first game here, but let's see if we can get warmed up and get tightened up here and not lose our shit to Clive. All right, we do get the run back. All right, we're still in promo somehow, and they're still on demotion. I guess you don't really get as many points or loot. Or you don't get as many, I should say lose as many. You don't get as many points as you used to. Alright. Alright, we get hit round start. Whoa, that has some reach on it. What the hell? That what an interaction. Oh, let's go spike him down to the ground. Let's get our stacks up. We get the wall. Alright, we're going to spend it before I lose it. Don't really have to worry about getting rage arted there because I don't have enough health to survive anything that I would do. Alright, they're starting to spam that. Alright, that kind of went a little bit further than what I thought. I need to start paying a little bit more attention to what they do. They just straight up get hit by that. I stopped in my tracks, still got hit. Alright, catch him on the whiff. Let's see if we can bait out a rage art. Alright, we do. We're gonna take the grab punish. Just keep it simple, and that should be enough to kill. And there we go. Okay. So I just gotta play a bit more patiently here and not be so stupid. Alright, they duck that. I feel like that overhead wind claws come my way. Alright, give it the back one. Alright, they're starting getting privy to that. It goes really far. They're gonna go low here, I know it. Alright, I guess that's still their turn. Maybe I was just a little bit slow to react to it. Alright, well, I didn't think they'd have enough time to sidestep it, but they did. All right, that's a round for them. I gotta remember there's a third swing here. I was right, but it didn't convert. All right, I'll take that. We are plus, but he was still able to sidewalk up probably a little bit too far away. He has some fucking wall carry. All right, hopefully I survive that hit. And we get some good damage here. Need to prevent Clive from making this comeback on me. It should be decent damage, but not going to be in kill range, so I have to watch out for his rage art. And we'll just go ahead and hit him with the low there. I was a little bit too far away to launch him. Well, if I'd have did the right input with Asuka, I could have launched him for that, but I was a little bit late. I thought it was going to be in grab range. But all right, we do get a promotion back into Mighty Ruler and tied the setup at 1 apiece. So I think if I immediately lose here, I just get demoted again because I'm just barely on the fringe of Mighty Ruler. So yeah, we got promoted, but already on a demotion match. So all right, let's see if we can get done. I did the wrong shoulder move. God, the range of that is absolutely insane. I'm gonna try to sidewalk me here. Or try 4-4-3. Alright, did you get hit by that? I did the wrong kick. But of course I did. I might be dead off that. Oh yeah, I absolutely am. Well, he'd have been dead had I not accidentally did the wrong kick there. Alright, thankfully he gets hit by that. I did the wrong move. I'm stupid. I'll take that trade. It gets me out of trouble. Alright, he's going for the low there. Alright, rage art? No. I think he's learned his lesson there. Alright, good duck by him. I thought I was crouching, but I think I was a little bit late. Alright, I'm gonna sidewalk here. And just still get hit. Okay. But he sidewalked the other direction too, so probably what was gonna happen. Alright. Alright, we are plus. He's gonna hit by the low there. Gonna use it before I lose it and go for grab. He does take it. Let's be a little patient here. I tried to walk up and go for low. I was a little bit late. I got wall splatted for that? Holy shit. Alright, he should die from that. Alright, we catch him on the whiff. We get around on the board here. And now we have to win 2 more games in a row. Alright, I'm gonna be patient and not get overwhelmed by Clive's bullshit. Because I don't know what to do against it half the time. That's not the move I wanted. Okay. Alright, he gets counter hit there. Alright. He just kind of spamming lows more or less. Already crouches again, that was a good call. I was a little bit further away than what I thought. I thought I was still blocking there, but I guess not. Maybe my thumb just slipped off the button, but I really did feel like I was just holding back there. Look, what can you do other than be better? But good games that opponent. I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent up here, going up against a Jin player, so things are not going to get easier. So let's see if we can play a little bit better here. Alright, I'm making every wrong decision that I can. Alright, this dude has not even blocked once yet. Let's see if we can make him play some defense. Alright, I wasn't expecting to grab there, I'll be honest. Alright, we are plus, they mash. We are plus again. No block on the low. They're dead here. I wasn't really worried about the rage art because they did not have enough health to survive anything that I would do. We're gonna sidestep. Alright, there's more to that string. Alright, fair enough. Alright, they tried to grab me. They're gonna get hit by the shoulder charge. And they're gonna get punished for going for low there. And we're gonna jab check before they can get their low off. Alright, that move eats me alive when I play Jin. Right, they're blocking a little bit more here. Alright, they still have not blocked that low yet, so I'm gonna have to try to take advantage of that. Alright, they press on plus frames. I'm gonna get him on the low again. Basically, just gotta make sure they can't play the game here. I wasn't ready for the grab, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, we'll just hit him with our heat there. I couldn't figure out what I was wanting to say for a brief moment. Just forgot what that was called. Alright, well, we get the first game on Jin here. They are really, really aggressive. Gotta keep that in mind. And try to play a bit more patient. Or just hit him with my bullshit before they can hit me with theirs and see what happens. Alright. Alright, did he block that? Good on them. I tried to sidestep it. Alright, I guess that is plus. I had no idea. Alright, they mash there. Alright, we'll do it again. Alright, we gotta watch here. We are blocking. Let's go with the easy grab punish to get the guaranteed kill. And there's a round on the board here. Okay. Gonna sidestep this way. Ah, it still caught me. Alright, they do successfully sidestep. Alright, they do block that low, so we're gonna have to vary up our offense a little bit. Alright, they spin the heat. Oh, that was the right call there. I was trying to spin heat to get out of the corner. Alright, we gotta look out for some lows here. Alright, we're gonna get the launch, but I was not prepared to convert. Alright, this dude does not like blocking. I'm trying to blame him. It's a fighting game, not a blocking game. Alright, I go for low jab. Alright, we spin their heat here. That did some damage. Alright, go for low. Okay, we're up 2 rounds to 1. See if we can bring it home here. Alright, I got hit by everything there. I cannot get a word in edgewise. Yeah, I made every wrong decision I could have. Alright. Alright, we're gonna heat up here. That beat that though. I thought I was gonna catch him whiffing, but you know what? I did not. Why does that go so damn far? I feel like that has no business going that damn far. Alright, we'll get the hit there. Alright, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Alright, managed to get the hit in there. Gotta get our stacks up. Alright, do block in there. tried to sidewalk him, and that kick still fucking caught me. Okay. We're going to slide down a little bit more. Jin's going to get around on the board against me. Let's see if we can tighten things up and win this second game here. All right, we're both on promo. Let's see if we can get done. All right. Well, it's not going to help that I'm choosing every wrong option that I possibly can. All right, they do block it there. All right, this should hit him. All right. Well, we got a huge uphill battle this round, damn. But they do decent amount of damage here. Oh, I whiffed there, I'm dead. I thought I was a little bit closer than that, but alas, I was not. All right, did get the launch there. I do the wrong combo, but it's still damage. And then we're gonna heat it up right back. They do take the grab. I did the wrong move on accident. All right, I'm gonna spin the heat there. I thought I was crouch blocking. All right, didn't really have to worry about the threat of Rage Art because I didn't have enough health to survive it, so I just kind of went for it, went in. All right, so that crouch just beats that. They do take that grab. All right, that was unfortunate. I did try to Rage Art him to interrupt his string, but didn't get it, so there was probably not enough big of a gap there to do that. All right, they hit up immediately there. I thought I was blocking there, but I guess I may have been a little bit too late. All right, they just opted to mash there. All right, well, I just made every conceivable bad decision that I could have ever possibly made against Jin. And ended up losing the set here. But all right, well, let's see if we can tighten things up, and I will go find one more match to see if I can try to get to Mighty Ruler, and hopefully, for the love of God, keep it. But I get that opponent. I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent for the video here, going up against a Victor player. So let's see if we can get something done and play a little bit better than what I have been. All right, not falling for the jab check. All right, a little bit short on that. All right, they do block the low there, so they are looking for it. Just had to make sure. All right, we'll go for a grab here. They get grabbed. Fair enough. All right, that was a bad decision, but had to try it just to see what they're gonna look out for. I was a little bit late on that pickup. I was a little bit short there, but they are dead. All right, they go for low. I get to catch them with the Rage Art, and that's gonna be one round going to me here. Let's see if we can try to get off to a little bit better start than what I have been. I'm just gonna sidestep here. I gotta stop doing that immediately. All right, we traded there, but I lost that trade for sure. Oh, I thought I was gonna be a little bit closer there. All right, we gotta be a little bit careful here. All right, they get hit there. Let's get our stacks up if I can. All right, gotta be careful here. We are plus. But if you make the wrong decision, blocking doesn't really matter. All right, we trade. All right, they whiff, but I wasn't prepared to do anything about it. All right, they get their conversion. Yeah, heat up to try to get back on offense here. I don't know why I thought I could interrupt that. Alright, I just made a bad decision there. Alright, that's an unblockable. Didn't know that. Alright, we'll catch him jumping there. I don't know. They may have just tried the sidewalk and just accidentally got a jump, but we'll try to take advantage of that. I did the wrong move. Oh, wait. I'm plus there, so I'm not exactly sure how they're able to grab me straight up, but it happened. Alright. They're definitely going to crouch here. But not, well, I didn't give them enough time to get up off the ground, honestly. I didn't mean to grab there. I wanted to shoulder charge. I tried to heat up to get out of trouble. Didn't have enough health to do that. Okay. Alright, there's more to that. Alright. Alright, that beat my shoulder charge. Rage Art? Where the fuck are we? Alright, well, I'm probably just... Okay, sure. I was just mashing R2 and Asuka was just standing there, so I was mashing it, trying to interrupt that string, but it just was not coming out, and I was just standing there like an absolute dumbass. Okay, well, that almost cost me the game there, but managed to get it just in the nick of time, I suppose. Maybe I should have been mashing it in the first place, but I felt like that was fully interruptible, and they weren't really looking like they were prepared to play defense, so that's kind of why I went for it. Alright, I went for a loud round start, low jab. Alright, they do crouch there. I'm not giving enough time to get up off the ground. Alright, that's interruptible. Alright, I want to stay on the offensive here. Alright, we are plus. Alright, that time they didn't block the low. I haven't been really doing it too much because they were showing me that they were looking for it. I managed to get the low parry here. I did not convert. I meant to do 4-4-3 that time. Oh, I thought they were going to be a little closer to me than that. Alright, they get hit by the low there. I do want to reinforce plus frames. They do tech me on the grab. I tried to sidestep him. Alright, he's looking for something. Alright, managed to catch him sidewalking. That should be game. Or round, I should say. Alright, I want to try to keep him honest here. I was a little bit slow on that. I'm going to heat up here. They do tech the grab. Good on them. I didn't know how negative or non-negative that was. I always press circle one too many times and get too many rotations on the kick because I'm stupid. Alright, he got me there. I wasn't really sure what all that shit was, if I'm being completely honest. But it was working on me. Alright, well, it's not sidesteppable, or at least maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Alright, I get my... Or I just beat my... Alright, I just let him do whatever he wanted to that round. Alright, I guess it's not interruptible. I All right, not sidesteppable either. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's unblockable, and I whiffed on my heat, so that's unfortunate. All right, well, that's a game apiece here. Let's see if I can close out the set, but the way this has been going, probably not, because I haven't been able to do that so far. All right, well, let's hope that I can. All right, they do get hit by the grab there, though. I thought they were going to be a little bit closer than that, if I'm being completely honest. All right, well, I tried to sidewalk that too, but I just got hit anyway, so that I may just be sidestepping the wrong direction. All right, no blocking the low here. Ah, damn it. I was trying to do that. I'm just making every wrong decision that I can. I went at 4-4-3. Alright, I do duck there. I thought that was a low, but alas, it was absolutely not one. Okay, we'll get him with the back one. Alright, we get him with the grab. Ah, damn it, I did the wrong input. All right, managed to catch him with the low there. We get around on the board. Got a huge uphill battle to go, but okay. I keep picking wrong options. All right, we're gonna heat up here. They whiff on the low. All right, make contact on that. And that's going to be around. Okay. Managed to catch him crouching. Or maybe that was just punishable. I'm not really 100% sure, but... All right, I'm going to heat up here. I want to try to gain momentum. All right, we'll catch him there. Alright, I haven't done it in a while, so that's why I kind of tried it. God damn it, I went for a low to try to keep him in check and just got hit in the face. Well, we're going to slide a little bit further down Chinnery rank here. Not really a good display today, but I've been kind of a little bit of a Tekken rut, if I'm being completely honest, but hopefully I can try to get out of it, but good games to the opponent, and I do believe I'm going to end the video here for today. Made it this far. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.